Okay, welcome back to Ridding the Rot. And we are starting off with last session. All of our characters kind of converged with some characters from their past, some acquaintances of their past. And all of them have their attention torn for one reason or another. Miss Althea had an encounter with her parents where they showed up as she was trying to interact with, not trying to interact with so much, but spy on Mary and his fiancee, Fionn. And during that interaction, she learned diff- just different things from about her parents, but we got to see Thea with her family and with the people in her life. A very interesting encounter indeed. Mary himself seems to have a unbalanced power dynamic between him and Fionn. We've discovered that, and we don't yet know why exactly. However, Althea was able to interact with her mother and came to a conclusion that her mother still does care about her more than the sentimental desire for a law that would have protected their son Cyrus originally, who was executed for being a mage born. But a law that would have protected him is being voted on soon. And Thea asked if her mother would prefer Thea to do anything within her power to try to edge that law in their favor. However, her mother did respond that Thea still means more. A living daughter means more than a dead son's memory here. So, with that, Thea, unchanged mind, however, being stubborn just like her mother, continues on to find Mary, who we'll begin with. But Konari had her own encounter last session where Nemo had come to Konari after seeing a moth whisperer who was going about the festivities trying to draw in a crowd to his fortune telling, using moths as the fortune tellers. Nemo, for some reason or another, had the urge to tell Konari to go to this moth whisperer. And so he urged her along, encouraged her in that direction, and you guys went through a little maze to get there. As you guys went, Nemazine did notice there were multiple individuals dressed like the night terrors from the play who were just walking about. He did fail an insight check upon that noticing. And Konari, within the past few sessions, had heard a telepathic voice urge her to run, and she did not. We also had some failed saving throws from the crowd, one of which was Nemazine, who was pushed into doing this little bit of encouragement for Konari to get where she was meant to be. Now, as you guys went through the maze, you guys discovered the Moth Whisperer's tent near to the end of it, and the Whisperer invited you in. Konari lay down in a coffin, and moths swarmed above her, leaving behind 6 resting upon her. Those 6 included the black dog. This moth foretells someone a large misfortune that is about to come down upon the victim, I suppose. A large misfortune about to come down upon you. The occultist, another wasp. This moth actually is for someone who should not be here. It foretells someone's presence that should not be. The wasp, which foretells a mob incoming. The stairway, which foretells a great possibility for a great potential for success for Konari, but also a great potential for failure. The funeral, which foretells a bitter parting. And one last one that the Mothman did not recognize was for two souls. It was a moth that seemed mutated and had two heads, but as he looked at it, those heads were ripped apart. And he foretold that Konari would be torn in two. But before we get there, and Amenhotep, who stepped into the tent at that moment, activating a magical circle on the ground with the blood of a previous fortune seeker. We'll begin with Thea, who is seeking out Mary as the sun is setting over the festivities of the night, and everyone who is staying the night for the second day of the name day celebration. Everyone who's staying has different locations that they'll be sleeping in. Althea's parents were centered in the human realm, and others were set up in the dream realm or the nightmare realm, which is where our battle that begins takes place. But Althea, go ahead and roll me a d4 for this will determine where Mary and Fionn Ellen are located within where they were set up to sleep for the evening, and therefore how close you might be to this impending situation. A 2. Okay, so they are set up within the dream realm, and I rolled for where within each realm. So you are actually not going that far from where the lanterns were being lit and and were set to floating back when you were speaking with your mother. When you guys spoke of the vote, as a side note, the lanterns did not float. Your wish did not seem to take. But their bed tents are set up around their quarters, and they make their way in that direction. And I would say you're within the vicinity, so you see where they're going. You don't have to roll for it necessarily. But you can go ahead and roll me. Go ahead and roll me a d20 for a. Oh, actually, you tell me. How do you want to approach this? How do you want to approach Mary? Do you want to wait for him to come out on his own? Because they're receding to a tent where they're going to stay the night, in theory.
I had told him where to meet me
whenever
he was free.
Okay.
I did want to. We don't have to play this out, but I did want to stop by, and she wanted to see Jess here once before she left and just say goodbye. And seeing the state that they're all in, she's just going to laugh it off and sober up only Karhalle.
Okay. Why does she decide to sober up only Karhalle?
She knows she'll take care of him.
Okay.
It'll be fine. And she does. I can roll a sleight of hand if I need, but she's just gonna slip a note into his pocket.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand check if you don't want Karhalle to notice this as Thea.
She doesn't care if Karhalle notices. That's only a 12.
Okay.
She's not very stealthy.
I would say Karhalle definitely notices, but I assume she doesn't stop Thea from doing this. Assumes probably that it's ethereal business, maybe. And Jess will tell her later anyway.
It's true.
But Thea is successful, and as she goes back to the dream realm and seeks out Mary at the agreed upon location, where did you tell him to meet you?
The nightmare realm.
Okay. So you, the nightmare realm itself is mostly taken up by the maze, But do you wish to go into, there's a set of gardens that are toward the south side of the maze, which is all the way on the other side, to which you guys could meet there. Do you know if you would meant to meet him in the maze itself?
Would there have been any cover in the gardens?
In the gardens, plausibly not, but I would say it's
Okay.
probably the less trafficked part of the festivity.
Okay. She would go for less traffic.
Okay, yeah, so all the way on the other side, and there is a passage that you can entirely bypass the entire maze. So you can go all around the outside if you'd like to. Going through the maze would take longer, just for you to have to look through the maze. Up to you. Which does Thea wish to do? To go?
Yeah, whichever one is less traffic, some plausible cover.
Mm-hmm. Okay, go ahead and roll me a stealth check as you move through.
And I wanted to, while I was on my way there, see if there was something that Geef could do for me.
While you're walking through the realm?
Mm-hmm.
I would say roll me a perception check. Let's see if you find him.
Ooh. I love Thea's perception.
Mm-hmm.
26.
A 26. Yeah, you do find him on your way. I would say you probably notice him leaving right before he leaves with a 26. I would say you catch sight of him before he ducks out. He's at the entrance and around where you will be meeting Mary anyway, and he seems to be exiting out that direction. You see him at a distance as he's walking.
Hey, Geef. Could you
yeah, he
hold
pauses.
on? I'd like you to do something for me. It'll be funny.
Always asking for something of me.
Yeah, but it'll be very, very entertaining, I can assure you.
Worth my while, I hope.
Very.
What exactly are you asking of me, my dear?
I need you to make sure that a certain person arrives to a certain place at a certain time.
I might
Is there something you can do for me,
my dear.
Just in summary, she would like him to have Fionn at a specific location at a specific time on her signal. So to distract her for a period of time and to direct her attention where she would like at a specific moment that she will signal him for.
He turns to you. Is this a now thing? I was about to leave off on my own journey.
Which is even better because you're not gone now and you're still here. And you love helping me with things. They usually turn out so fun though, don't they?
He looks at you with a bit of a humoring like face, humoring smile. Roll me a persuasion check. It's not terribly high, but
I love Thea's persuasion. You're having me rolling my favorite things because Thea has a +9 in persuasion and a +9 in perception. So 16?
16. Okay. That's he kind of like almost draws himself away and moves his whole body in the direction of the exit once again as he's smiling, and you can feel that he's about to tell you no, but you give him like the extra puppy dog eyes, just a little extra, and he folds. He folds easily, and he just kind of shrugs. All right. Oh, all right. What is it that you want from me? You wish me to steer her away from you when you call for it. Is that right now? It seems like everyone's bedding down. You want me to keep her in her room? Is that what you're asking? Or send her
Yes. Keep her there and then have her she'll like show him a decent spot that is within view of where Thea plans to be standing, and have her right there at my signal, if you could.
So just for clarification for the DM, you're saying where you're planning to be standing with Mary?
Mm-hmm.
So you guys want that to cross over?
Yes.
Got it. And you want me to... Are you asking me to teleport this child? Because I don't know if you're aware, but it seems like conjuration magic has been stopped up.
I thought you could just use your general wiles.
All right.
Or something. So. Dealer's choice, I guess.
Like, leading coloring of skin. Like, he had this darker skin going on before and more of a humanoid look to him. It still looked like his elven self when you guys originally met him, but it starts to creep over, his ears shrink down, and the skin lightens up, hair lengthens into blonde, and he looks exactly like Mary. He goes, I'm sure that'll be cool. He goes, I will need something different for this, though. Well, I'll go try to find something. She probably won't mind, though, if I'm wearing very little. And he turns and walks in that direction.
Beggars can't be choosers. Beggars can't be choosers.
Okay, so he's set to try to bring her, basically to trail Mary as Mary leaves to go meet you, in theory?
Yeah.
That's pretty much... Okay. So, in theory, what's happening here is when Mary finds the time to break away and run and go find you,
Give will tap in.
Yeah. Unbeknownst to Mary. But, okay. So...
Okay, so just for the DM, my goal is for her to get there around the end of the conversation.
Yeah. He'll try to keep a note on where you're at and keep a distance from you until you kind of wave them over, in essence, or some sort of signal comes from you. Do you have a way to signal them beyond just physically waving them over?
That is a great question. Do I?
If you don't, he has the message spell, so he can just contact.
That works.
And he'll just
not have
random time.
So that would be great.
Yeah. He'll give a random time, and he'll probably walk her about the maze, incidentally.
Okay, that works.
And Yep. Okay. So anyway, all that to say, the sun does set further, and as the sun has fallen below entirely, and it seems like traffic has lightened up even more so, to the point where you are the only one here within the gardens within the Night Terror Gardens. And the decorations here, the magic itself, seems to be northern lights just gleaming against the trees in the distance, the hedges in the distance, the gardens themselves. Like, all of the different bushes are there's magical illusions upon all of them that make them seem to be otherworldly plants, things that were imagined to exist within the Dalcor realm long ago, but with more of a creepy tinge to them. All of them seem to be drained of life, perhaps drained of color more so. They all seem to drift in your direction as you move, and there seems to be this otherworldly breeze of warmth that blows against you, but you feel cold every time it does. You wait here for what seems like perhaps an hour and a half, and then you hear noise in the distance, someone traipsing on the gravels outside the hedge maze, kind of doing a circuit around it, kind of like you did to get here. And eventually you do see blonde hair peeking out from the corners of the hedge maze. And he looks about, casts about for you, and locates you on the other side, and he makes his way towards you. He walks slowly, a bit of a hesitant step to him, But roll me an insight check as he gets nearer to you.
I love stats, guys. It's so nice to have a stat sheet that's actually good for skill checks. 22.
22, amazing. Okay, so he comes forward. You can tell though he is hesitant, he has a determined gait here. He seems to know what he wants to say to you, more so, as he comes towards you. As he's about 10 feet away, and you're probably, are you sitting or would you be standing here?
I think she definitely snagged a bottle or two of whiskey as they were cleaning up for the evening, and she's probably just like sitting against the back of the maze.
Okay. Yeah.
So I rolled a self-imposed deception check on her, and I rolled a natural 1. So she's got like a bit of some red eyes. She definitely looks like she was crying at some point.
Mm-hmm. As he approaches you and he gets close enough where it's dark outside right now, and he gets close enough to actually see the kind of dried tears on your face here, he does stop immediately and continues. Comes down, crouches next to you, and then kind of flops down to the ground next to you and holds out a hand.
I'll hand him the other bottle.
He uncorks it.
You know, personality-wise, could use some work, but looks-wise, you could do a whole lot worse. But you know what they say, looks are forever. And I'm sure in her case, personalities are fleeting.
You know that's all bullshit, right? All of it.
What?
All this.
Oh, really? I thought you were planning a wedding. You know, I kind of thought you'd be rushing a little bit more. You do seem madly in love.
Yeah, sure. I guess you could call it that. I guess madly in love with... Oh, goodness, that's loud. Madly in love with what she can do for me, I suppose.
Well, I mean, I can see what you're doing for her. Vote goes through, Tall's borders are open, first time in decades. Cue the flood of merchants trying to get into the pants of any Tallid official they can get their hands on. And you're just convenient.
Do you want me to tell you my side of things, or do you want to keep talking?
I'll shut up.
You seem like you already know what's going on and decided what's going on for yourself, so...
Well, what I don't get is what you're getting out of this.
Okay, in short, I guess I'm being pimped out by my dad?
Oh, so I was right.
Well, in exchange for me doing this with Fionn, my dad gets a seat at the table of higher powers. And because of that, he has more sway. And if the vote's gonna pass, it needs all the help it can get. So, I'm stuck with her for a bit. And technically, I think...
She shouldn't marry. It's not a bit.
I mean, what is it? A few years. I can divorce her down the line. No one will think twice about it, and it will have done its duty. I will have done my duty, and she would have done her job.
You're signing up for years of unhappiness, and for what? I mean, I never figured you'd be the type to sleep your way to the top. Guess we're both surprising each other with what we're capable of. So long as we can justify it for our country. I'm sure there's nothing quite so patriotic as fucking a Kellen.
You realize we're soldiers, right?
Yeah.
Our lives on the line.
Politicians. Soldiers. Nay.
And wouldn't you do anything to change what happened? He cuts himself off, looks away, takes a drink.
You know why I had to leave, right?
Yeah. You felt guilty, which you shouldn't.
No.
No?
I couldn't stand... Well, for starters, I couldn't stand being reminded by my mother every damn day that she thinks it's my fault. That and...
It's not, though.
I know. But with what I needed to do, I couldn't be anywhere near you.
You're not the one who got the intel. Yeah. I did. If I never did, we wouldn't have been out there that night.
You can't blame yourself for something that's not even got anything to do with you.
Hey, I didn't even do anything when you went down and he saved you. I stood back.
What were you gonna do? You're not a healer?
And when they arrested him, I didn't step up then. I didn't step up at all. And when they hung him, I didn't. You were unconscious. You don't even. I could have done something, yeah, and I didn't.
What? What could you have done? You don't deserve to pay the penance for a sin you didn't even commit. If that's what this is, if you're trying to make it up to yourself or to honor or to, I don't know, to me,
roll me
you're wasting your time. You don't have anything to make up for. Did you say insight?
Yeah.
Insight would be...
You know him well enough, so it's not crazy
17.
high. Oh, yeah. By loads. You can tell, like, when he says towards you, he winces just a bit. Pretty transparent. I get that. But someone always has to pay. For anything to be fixed, someone has to do that work. So, because of me, my dad's going to push. And he's going to push hard, and he's going to have this way to do it because there's money backing it, a lot of money. And the merchants in Tal, they'll back it. If they know that trade with Kel will be bolstered just by her being attached to my father, Tal will get a boost. People's lives will get better. And Mageborn will walk free.
Your life.
And that's what I owe your brother. You don't have to do whatever it is you're doing anymore.
Your life wouldn't get better. Just tell me what gets you out of this. She said, I'll marry her if that's what it takes. But come on, you don't even like Kel. You're not seriously gonna leave your home for this. The Mary I knew wanted to make his home a better place, not line the pockets of some rich Kellen prick.
Don't you understand, Thea? This is it. This is making the difference. This will change things. It's so big. Everything that your people are doing, don't they want this? And if I can bring it to them, shouldn't I do that? 3 years, 4 years, what does it matter? I'll be saving lives. You would do the same. Don't even pretend. And he gets up and starts kind of pacing back and forth in front of you. I get that it's not a great situation, and sure, it feels kind of gross, maybe, but I don't see any other path. Not right now. Not so clear, not so obvious. I don't know. Maybe I'll just back out after this vote is passed, but...
Would you?
No. I don't know. There would be a cost. My dad always has a cost.
Isn't there supposed to be some sort of benefit or something to being the youngest? You should be getting out of all of the BS political arrangements.
I think my father thinks more of us means more plays to be made. He didn't have just 1 or 2. He probably didn't have enough kids for as many plays as he'd like to make. But all this to say, you don't have to worry about anything. All fixed all. For Sai, for you, for everyone. That's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to explain myself. Gets up. And he starts to walk away. He stops, though. Turns around and he walks over to you real fast. Walks right up into your space. And he leans into your face. Do you move or do you stay?
She doesn't move.
He comes straight on, but at the last second, he moves to the side and kisses your cheek. He goes, "Be safe." He moves away.
No.
No?
No.
I'm not your freaking captain. Yeah. You're your own person. You'll do what you want like you always have.
Yeah. And, your plan, it's a good one. Except you missed a few variables.
Like what? You better not.
Like me.
You better not.
My
this girl.
Capacity. What?
I need her live. All right. But in that moment, you hear in your mind, you hear the voice. So, my dear, is right now about Bright, or I've got her by the bed string.
Just another minute. Just another minute.
All right. What's up? Got on focus for a second. You all right?
Yeah. You didn't account for me and my capacity for stupid shit.
Oh no. What are you talking
Yeah.
about? Actually, never mind. Just don't do whatever it is you're thinking of doing. What's going on in that head of yours?
I mean, I don't know if that's really any of your business.
Okay, if she dies between here and back, it'll probably fall on me. So maybe don't kill the fiance,
No.
arranged fiance.
You see, she visibly grimaces at fiance.
Sorry. It's still, ugh, me too. Okay, you tell me what you're planning so I can talk you out of it now, please. Save us all a lot of pain.
Or I could just go through with my plan either way and stop you from doing what you're doing.
What's going on in your head? Thea. He gets up into your space, grabs your arms. What are you planning? What's going on? What are you doing? He's gonna roll an insight check. Ah! Oh, that's good. He rolled badly at first, so he didn't catch the slip up you made earlier, but that's really good. What do you have a persuasion or a deception here, just for trying to hide your for trying to hide your glee, or at least what seems like glee on your face here?
That would be a natural 1, so 10.
Oh wow. Yeah, he got a dirty 20. He's glaring at you up and down, and he goes, What are you planning to do? You're gonna throw yourself on the fire, aren't you? Before I get the chance to do it, don't you dare. What are you It's not gonna accomplish anything. You're just putting yourself at risk. Thea!
Are you gonna shut up for 2 seconds and let me talk?
He backs off, hands run through his hair, and he just, all right, hand.
Every breath I've taken since Sai has been one more than I deserve. I was born to make waves, Mary. But it's like my mentor says, it's all about balance. Chaos needs order just as much as order needs her. You need both to exact any real change. We're not on opposite sides, Mary, just parallel. I don't handle rejection very well. If I'd asked you to come with me, I don't make a habit of asking questions I already know the answer to. Too little, too late, I guess.
Thea, I'd come with you if only to stop you from whatever it is you're planning to do.
No, not now. Back then. When I left.
Why didn't you ask?
I don't make a habit of asking questions I already know the answer to.
You always think you know more than you do, Thea. You see things, sure. I think I get that now. But you don't see everything.
Like what? Name one thing I've missed. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me you can't look me in the eye and tell me you would have gone with me.
He steps very close, eyes looking directly into your eyes. Fucking course I would have gone. But you didn't ask. And things are all twisted up now. Yeah. Ask.
Ask what?
He just glares at you.
I'm Shaitan. Like Sai.
I had the feeling that you were.
Well, not like Sai. Sai was born with it, but I chose it. Well, she chose me. Well, it was a mutual choosing thing.
Okay, I can get behind that. I'd pick you for my team any day.
I'm a really, really good liar.
You like to think?
You would have seen right through me and been honor bound to do something about it. That's why I left.
I wouldn't have let it happen a second time, Thea.
What would you have done?
Something. And what are you planning to do?
I'm turning myself in. Not as the seer. I'm a captain, legacy officer. Got a clean record. If I petition the council, I could make a difference. You wouldn't have to do that. If I could push it through, the seer wouldn't be needed anymore.
You're taking a gamble on public scrutiny. You're taking a gamble on whether or not people on your reputation. Your parents already lost one kid, Thea.
If it works, I can come home. If it doesn't, hey, my mother always wanted me following in Sai's footsteps anyways.
No. You're not doing that.
Okay.
You're coming with me, actually. And he grabs your wrist and he starts to drag you in the direction of the tents back. She'll complain about it, but Fiona will get over it. I'll say that you're like a sister or something, and you're
No.
gonna...
No. I'm not going any near her. If you let me get within spitting distance of her again, I can't promise I'll be civil.
I'd rather take that chance than you going off on your own right now.
Here's the thing I've learned about Kellans. They're very proud people. Do you really think a Kellan highholder could suffer the indignity of being some untitled premier's son's consolation prize?
She might try to have you killed, but I'm sure you would survive.
I'd like to see her try.
Listen, like I said, I'll pretend you're just a little sister to me from the squad, that she already kind of believes that. You just stay.
Tell me that she is what you want. You don't even have to tell me you're in love with her. You could just tell me that this is what you want.
Thea, it's not. All right? It's what we need.
Well,
Just, you wanted to ask before, okay? So now I'm asking. Stay with me. We'll go together. We'll figure this out. I'll ditch my dad's plan last second. Trick him into thinking I'm gonna go through with it and last minute pull out. It'll be fine. Whatever cost he has, I'll deal with later.
you're asking what exactly?
You travel with me. Let me get you a job back at the capital. You stick close with me. I'll keep you safe. And then I'll fix things for your whole group, for the ethereal. And then everyone can be free.
I won't stop with the ethereal.
You don't have to. I'll be your inside guy. You're already practiced at living the double life, so I'm sure it won't be any hardship. And hey, I think your parents will appreciate you being back in the city. And you can keep a close eye on her, and if things get dicey, you can just... An accident happened, and my dad can't complain about that. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You're such a buzzkill.
What do you say?
I'm gonna roll for it. Actually, I'll ask him to roll persuasion.
Okay.
Or actually, no. I'm just gonna roll a self-imposed wisdom save.
Okay.
You know, I don't really do the whole vulnerability thing. I can barely do the honesty thing. I wish I would have asked you to come with me.
Me too.
For now. is it too little too late?
Yeah. You're not dead. I'm not. So it's not late yet.
My being dead, that's kind of a little bit on the wishy-washy side. I don't know if that technically am I technically alive.
So I made sure that you are.
I know.
I trust him, if not you.
I'm very trustworthy.
Yeah, tell someone else who will believe you. And he starts to walk, tugging you along.
Is this a bad time to mention that I might have already kind of started enacting a plan to wreck your engagement?
Well, tell me the plan and then I'll tell you how I feel about it. And he's kind of laughingly as you guys move in that direction. And with that,
you're not gonna like it.
he kind of just gives you a look. But I guess you guys walk back together.
Huh?
You guys walk back together, right?
Well, who said you convinced me?
It seemed like you were walking with him.
No, she's gonna say that. Who said you convinced me not to go with my plan? My plan was infinitely better than yours.
Oh, please. Your plan was barely thought out. I bet you thought about that once you landed here and decided, Hail Mary, whatever.
That is...
Hail Jadith, I guess.
Who told you that?
You've been talking chaos for how long now? I'm not an idiot most of the time.
Debatable.
Amazing. And with that, we will close here as Thea and Mary walk back together. Beautiful. That did not go as the way I thought it would. Oh no! Mothman! Hello, Mothman? Oh, look! You're...
So I guess Thea's not peacing out?
I guess not! Okay.
Yeah, that's not how I thought that was gonna go.
If you go along with what he's intending, he's basically gonna push you as family and force Fiona to accept you into the entourage. Probably for the time being, for the foreseeable future, and you'll just be a part of their lives, which will be weird, but interesting.
I mean, they're going back to Tall, though, right?
Yeah, it's Tall.
So you won't be around. It's not like Mary's or Thea's gonna be around.
No, Thea's still leaving, just not in the grand exit way that I had initially planned for her.
She's like, oh, I had like fireworks queued and like a big old like
I was saving my high level spell slots for this. That's fine.
I will say though, when you guys walk back, he probably like stays out with you, and you guys just stay late, chatting, talking, walking about the grounds, and slowly making your way back to the tent. In the distance, you do see an owl out of the hedge maze.
Oh, right.
But aside from that, we will now move to Konari.
Can I say one last thing?
To Merrick?
Yeah.
I would say probably not. I'm sorry. We've come to the time limit that I've determined for Mary Thea interaction here. So let's go ahead and get right into Konari and Nemesis and the Mothman. So from here, Miss Konari, you've just heard many portents directed at yourself through the moths that landed on your body. And then someone you never expected to show up drops a dead woman on the ground, and her blood spills and completes the circle of magical runes, all of them lighting up one after another, a lighter purple color. And it glows until this energy surrounds you entirely. A moth in a trap. Miss Konari, you already rolled initiative, but would you like to roll again? Everybody already rolled. We have Nemo with a dirty 20, and Nemo with 20, Konari with a 19, and the Mothman with a natural 1. But I suppose all of this tracks, doesn't it?
I think I'm gonna actually. I think I'm gonna save it because, yeah, I'd have to roll pretty high to actually get higher than that. So it's not too bad. We'll see.
Got it.
So,
okay.
Question.
Yes.
We are not running silvery barbs, right?
We are not. That is not a factor.
Got it.
What is this?
No, because my original spell list had it on there, and I was like, I think we got rid of that. So
we did. Everyone, please note, Nathan spent time updating his character sheet. Finally, apparently, he's been leaving it unupdated this whole time. But he decided that this was serious enough that he needed to make sure he had all the things he had access to at the ready. Terrible.
He's not done anything up to this point.
He has. He was in 2 battles previous. 2.
Not crucial battles, though.
Okay, sure. Take that. Say that if you want to. Whatever. Oh, I just saw the text, Aaron. That might work. That definitely may work. We'll save it for a future date.
That would have worked, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. And as we get into this, okay, so the first on this line up here. Oh, with that in mind, actually, go ahead. Everyone hop onto Owlbear. Hop on to Owlbear. And go ahead and zoom in to the tent section, actually. Zoom into the tent section inside of the tent.
Wait, why do we get all the maps? Spoilers.
Well, the other map was just in case it came into play, but Zimmit's not here, so it probably won't.
Wow, lame.
Not for now, at least. Admit. Black pudding. Is this you? Is this you? Black pudding. That's funny. Okay, so I have the Mothman on the board. We have Nemo on the board. Konari at the center of this magical circle. And Amin here at the front at the entrance. And you see 2 dressed up night terrors behind him in their hoods, kind of gleaming fur and obsidian mask with its antlers. And I believe that's Nemo to move first.
Oh.
Actually, no, wait. Nemo, what is your dexterity?
My flat dexterity?
Hey, your DM, flat? If you add my screen to the owlbear, I pulled it up.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
That is a...
it's not going to be that map. It'll be the little tent up top.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what is your dexterity? Is it higher than a 16?
No.
Then unfortunately, Amin actually...
Since when was Amin high?
And just to clarify, before Konari is locked in, are you re-rolling or are you keeping it?
I'll silvery barbs her. Oh wait.
You know what? We're gonna take a gamble. We're gonna take a gamble and try to re-roll here because
Okay.
I don't want to be trapped
Okay.
in this coffin. I'm so... That's slightly better. 17 plus 4. That's a 21, right? Yes, 21.
A 21 just beats him then.
That's crazy because I was like, okay.
Okay.
Almost the natural one, and then it tipped over, and I was like, anyway, it's fine.
Amazing, amazing. And with that, let me actually roll one more time.
Okay.
Okay, that's gonna be...
Oh my goodness, so nervous.
Okay, Miss Konari, you are laying down in this coffin. You are currently prone. You hear and then you smell the blood gurgling out of this woman's throat, and you recognize the scent finally. As you notice, actually, as you recognize the scent and you recognize who this is and the voice as he speaks, and he motions at you. He points at you, Konari, but you can't see this. He does say, "We should have run."
Okay.
But that is your turn. What would you like to do, ma'am? Mothman stands right behind you at your shoulder as he is holding the lantern that's still buzzing with moths inside of it.
Do I not get my turn then?
I re-rolled.
Nemo, you're going to be after Konari.
Oh, I thought you re-rolled your. Got it.
Okay, so she's gonna be like, nope, and she's gonna try to get out of the coffin. So
Yep. Okay, so you hop out, you kind of do a little kip up and out of the coffin. Beautiful.
And can I move out of this?
You come up to the wall, you come up to the barrier, and you come to a solid wall. You bounce off of it, bouncing back a little bit. It doesn't hurt you, but you cannot move out of it.
Okay. Okay. Well then, I'm going to she's going to be like, Nemo, get me out of here. And I'm also going to pull out my sending stone.
Mm-hmm.
And is it an object interaction or an action to use it?
Your sending stone will be an action.
Okay. I can't do much else in here, so I'm going to use an action to send a message to Jenyan. And
what do you say? You hold it, it goes as you see it start to glow, and you see Amen in front of you shaking a little finger. But continuing as you're doing.
She would say, what? Okay, Isabel doesn't exactly remember. We're in the maze, right? We're at the end of the maze.
Well, we lost our DM.
Oh.
All right, guys, I'm the DM now.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get to go free?
Yeah,
sorry.
everybody's fine. Everybody lives, and we're all good.
Okay, sorry. Konari, you go. Go ahead, say it.
I was saying, Isabel doesn't remember. We're in the maze, right? We're like at the end of the maze.
You are.
In the middle.
I just want to give some direction.
You're within the maze, but you're closer to the end of the maze, on the south side. So you're not aware of this directly, though. You're just very far to the south.
Okay, she'll just say, I'm in trouble. Mothman's house, south side of the maze. That's
And you say it to whom?
Jenyan. That's who it connects to. The stone.
The stone. The sending stone can reach anywhere, as a side note.
But it has to be connected to like the other sending stone,
Yes.
which
Wait.
Jenyin has.
Yes.
It's
No,
okay.
no. I'm saying
Oh.
I'm saying he'll hear you no matter what. Sorry, I thought before you were asking about the distance and everything.
Sorry, I was, but no, that's not for the sending stone. For the earrings, I was yes, but yes.
Okay,
So,
got it. So you activate the sending stone and you say this to Jenyan. What do you say exactly again?
she said, "I'm in trouble. Mothman's house, south side of the forest. Kalashtar." That's basically what she says.
Jin Yin's with Shy right now, right?
I don't know where Jenyin is. He's wandering off, having a great time. I hope, but
I would say that does not seem unbelievable to me. I do think Shy would.
Well,
if he's
I thought
wandering,
explicitly something was said about him. Like I thought Shy took him somewhere. Or
I don't recall whether or not he did.
no?
I don't
Okay,
remember.
maybe not. Maybe not.
but
But
I mean, it kind of makes sense, I guess, for him to be hanging out with somebody he knows rather than nobody he knows. I don't know.
I agree. So I do believe. Let's go with that. Shy did pull him to the side and thusly or whatever. Now, Jenyin will hear this and he goes, "All right," and that's all.
Love it. Solid. And then
In the distance, Shy
in the maze.
Shy just sees Jenyin listening to his hand for a moment, lower down a small stone that's dwarfed by his giant clawed hand. And he just looks at Shy and then runs.
Oh, are
This
we playing
fire.
tag?
Boom, 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 ripping through the crowd. And people kind of start screaming and jumping out of the way as he's just barreling through people. And though he has a smaller form at this moment, actually, though he has a smaller form because he's shifted into this smaller form, he still has the weight of his normal self. And so people get thrown as he's like shoulder checking them, moving through the crowd.
are the earrings an object interaction?
The earrings, I will say, let's go with an object interaction. I would say that activating them isn't very difficult. You can
'Cause
do
she-
that
Yeah,
easily.
because she would not know that he's with Shy necessarily.
Mhm.
I don't think. Or else we did. I don't. So she doesn't know. She would probably just want to get the party alerted as well. So she'll basically say the same thing into the earring
Okay.
to whoever can hear.
And so you say the same thing into the earring. A note. Karhalle does not hear this. She is out of 500 feet
I
from
figured.
from where you're at. However, Shy will hear this because I imagine them to be within the dream realm, which is closer. And so Shy, you hear this going out on your earring. Do you respond to anything as you see Jenyin take off?
Yeah. I chase after him as we're now playing freeze tag, and I am it.
Okay. So now playing freeze tag and it is funny. So you take off after him. You don't respond anything into the earring.
What, she just says Mothman, blah 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 blah.
Well, she says south into the maze.
Or
Oh,
I said like south end of the maze, something like that, or
Yeah.
southern part of the maze. I don't know.
I
Would-
will.
For them to track you guys down, but
I
Jenyin
will. I will talk to some of the sparrows that are there and have them go up and see where the Mothman's tent is and guide them.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's fun.
Okay. So you do so, and go ahead and roll me animal handling first, that you can get them to understand the concept of what you want.
Well, I can speak with animals.
I know. Still, go ahead and just roll me animal handling. It's not a very high check. It's just baseline. And as that's happening, Miss Konari, what would you like to do?
So
13.
13? Okay. So the birds do understand and grasp what you're trying to tell them, and they are more than willing to help. Anything for Shy Sprout. And so they flutter up into the air and start to soar around as Jen Yin is like crashing through the hedge maze, people kind of screaming, getting knocked out of the way. Nemo, you shave off 2 of the rounds that it was going to take you guys to get to where Konari and the rest of them are, because your birds are trying to help lead you. So I will mark that. And first round, Miss Konari, what is your action?
Well, my action...
Sorry, that was the thing. Anything else? Would you like to try to do anything else with your bonus action?
Can I think this is normally an object interaction, but I figure bonus action could be comparable for it. Could I take one of my smoke grenades and just bamf it on the ground in front of me? So at least if I can't move, he can't see me, maybe?
So
Ooh. Okay. Okay, cool. You can still move, by the way, as you're looking, as you feel the circumference of the circle, as you kind of move about it and you can feel its curvature, it seems to be about 10 feet wide. So the diameter is 10 feet. You don't have very much space to move within. That is true. But you do throw this on the ground. I don't think it's a bonus action, though. I do believe this is a main action.
Oh, I thought it was an object interaction in the past, but I could be wrong.
You already used your object interaction to speak on your ear.
That's why I was asking if I could do it as a bonus, because I think bonus
I will say no for now, just because you did do two things that were useful to you, and the next turn you can use it as an object interaction.
Okay, sounds...
Cool.
I don't think I have...
Would you like to use a class ability as your bonus?
I was gonna look at that. Sure. I'll spend a key point to take the dodge action. So I don't know what's coming at me, but we'll try that. So, yep, that's my... And just kind of shout out, like, what do you want? Whatever guy is out there, and that's my turn.
Okay, amazing. So then after you go, you see him you see Amen reach out a hand and say, this, he does not say this aloud, by the way, actually. Even the previous phrase when he said, you should have run, was echoing in your mind. So he speaks fully telepathically to you. He does not speak aloud. But he goes, this is not... No. He goes, this is not how this should have been. And he casts... so many options. He goes ahead and casts Dominate Person on you. So, go ahead and roll me a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, that's not bad. I have advantage on those, so that's a 21.
A 21 is not bad. Okay. A 21 is a pass. So as he whispers words under his breath in his mind, and you feel this pull and this tug tearing at your mind to follow what he pulls you towards, you shake it off and you fight it off. And Ty goes, Konari, I've got you. That was his bonus action. He used Quicken Spell. So now his main action, he's going to go ahead and run forward, and he's going to run forward and attack you with his mace. So he swings up with this large, just this black metal gleaming mace here as it swings, and you don't see this, but Nemo sees these symbols on the bottom of the staff. He can see what looks to be a bunch of triangles within themselves, but he can't get a very good look at it right now. It swings down on Konari. That's going to be disadvantage, correct?
Correct.
Oh, that's a good thing, because that was a natural 20. And as he swings forward, you can see how you can feel it coming for your throat in this moment. It's coming so perfectly for you. but you drop out of that you drop out of the way, and it goes right above your head, very Matrix style, like right above your skin. You can feel it brushing at your mouth and clipping just a tiny scratch at your chin as you go down. And as you come back up again, he cocks his head a little bit, and you can't tell. You can just hear the clinking of his armor, the clinking of the costume he seems to be wearing itself. All you can hear. He doesn't react. Next is going to be Nemo. He's up in your face currently.
So she is being touched by the casket, right?
Yes. He does move over to the side. He moves around you, and he doesn't step out of your path, by the way. You are closer, so he's currently in melee with you, Nemo.
So just so I'm clear, she's being by the casket.
Just so you are clear, she is outside of the casket. She's on top of the casket, or like to the side of it. What are you asking?
So what is restraining her right now?
It's a magical circle. But it is it is an upgraded magical circle. Well, I guess that's never mind. I shouldn't have said that at all. It is a magical circle. From what you can tell, you're not familiar with this very much. You can roll if you'd like to try to examine the spell itself.
That's okay. Nemo doesn't ever roll to understand things. I am going to then, after he goes and attacks Konari and dashes past me, Konari, you'll see, you've noticed he has wings now, but he always keeps them unfurled and never, like, they don't grace the presence of the mortal realm. At this point, you will see electricity sparks through his wings, and they've always been very ethereal, but now they seem to be beaming and like stroking with magic.
Amazing.
As I am doing this, I am going to try and attempt to unravel the tapestry at the magical circle.
Okay. So go ahead and roll. Roll for it. What is the roll for that?
So cool,
it is-
Nathan. Try to undo the mess you got me into. No, I'm just kidding.
It is not any. It's not a roll. Wait.
I believe
unless this is the equivalent of a spell level 4th or higher, and then I must roll.
it is.
It is. Okay, so this will be, the DC will be 10 plus whatever the spell's level.
Okay. Then I have your DC. Go ahead and roll.
And then
Is this a charisma check or is this an arcana check?
ability check using my charisma, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Good luck. Good luck, Nemo. You guys see as Nemo's wings start to spread out from his body, hidden below a cloak. They start to gleam and the lights are cast against the shadows here. The Mothman sees this and it makes him tremble. He has never experienced something like this before. A being that seems so purely made of magic. It's impossible.
That is a 19?
That's amazing. Okay. And with that roll, you feel that the tugs of the tapestry, you're ripping them up at the seams, and as you step forward, you can see the magic itself, the way it's embedded. But as you're tugging at the seams, you feel your fingers get caught in it. The tangling of your hands in the tapestry, it's stuck. And you cannot untangle it because of a single thread that's laced throughout all of it, holding it tight. Roll me a Arcana check.
Uh, 12.
A 12. As you are pulling at the threads here, you understand that this spell cannot be undone unless something happens first, but you're not sure what that thing is. You did not roll high enough. You know that there is some required element for this spell to be broken. Without that element, the spell is held together by this iron thread.
Interesting.
You can examine it again in next turn if you'd like with another action.
No, that's okay. Okay.
You are aware, though, that you were able to unspool the threads easily except for this one. So you should have been able to do so. It is odd that you were not able to.
Okay, I guess I am done.
Any bonus action, sir?
No.
Okay, do you wish to move away or move at all? You see two individuals coming up behind you.
I can't really move. No, I'm good.
Okay. Then you stay put, and the night terrors move in behind you. Each of them move in to surround.
Real quick, could I use my magical guidance? I'll spend a sorcery point just to re-roll my ability check.
Just to re-roll your ability check?
My Arcana check. I have magical guidance.
Yes, you may re-roll your Arcana check.
That's a natural one.
Dang. Okay, so much magical guidance expended. But, the night terrors move in behind you, and there's more to come. They seem to start pouring in from the side. And they move in through, moving in. And these ones have about 15 left. So this one's going to move up and next to you. It's a crowd of just these night terrors flooding in through the tent flaps. And they move out of your space. Would you like to use your reaction to try to make an attack on one of them, Nemo?
No.
Okay. They move past you and they continue. They all move their hand in the direction of Konari. And Mothman, you see them as they twist their hands, and they seem... There's a pause, just a pregnant pause, as they wait before they have all of you in your minds. You guys start to hear this whining, this high-pitched whining sound. Everybody go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw. Everyone in the room. So that's going to be Mothman, Konari, and Nemo.
$18.
Okay. An 18. Pass. Konari?
17.
Pass. Karhalle?
She's not there.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Probably making out with Jaskier somewhere.
Yep. Nemazine.
18.
18, sorry. Mothman.
What?
What is your
Are you
Mothman?
muted?
What is your wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, we can't.
Yeah, can't hear you. Oh no, we'll never find out. Okay, so Daniel, whatever it is.
Seemed like he texted you.
Oh, he texted me?
Well, I assume.
27. Oh, perfect. Okay, so Mothman passes as well. All of you guys hear this whining, these whispers, this telepathic painful sound in your guys' minds, but you all shake it off. You shake it off and you continue with what you were doing. All of them go ahead and direct different hands at different people. But Konari, you see two of them reaching towards you. Roll me 2 wisdom saving throws.
I am so lucky I have advantage on these. 6 or 20.
Ma'am, you are very
21.
lucky.
And a 24.
Very lucky indeed. A 21 and a 24. Both of them, like, you feel these cold fingers reaching into your mind. And as these cold fingers reach into your mind, you bat them away and you feel the warmth inside of you. The almost warmth intertwined with yours as it bats these cold fingers away. And Ty goes, "No one else is allowed in this mine but me." And with that you see both of them just pull away, dropping their hands. You feel them dropping their hands, and you hear their heart beating faster in frustration. That's going to be their turn for the 2 Terror 3 and Terror 7 made that attack on you. 8 and 2 move their hands toward Nemo. Nemo, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Natural 20 for a 21.
A 21. Okay, so with a 21, you definitely save against one of them. Roll again for me. Wisdom saving throw. You feel these cold fingers, this cold magic reaching into your mind, and you know magic better than these creatures do, and it's spurned away from you. It's not the kind of magic that you prefer to wield. And
5.
A 5. But as you are distracted, butting this one away, you feel these cold fingers jam into the back of your mind, pulling at them and tugging at your thoughts, at your desires, and you are now dominated for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw at the top of your next turn.
Were they? So they were casting spells?
At the end of your turn. This is not a spell. This is just their ability because they are telepathic creatures. They have this ability to dominate mind.
You said dominate until when?
You will repeat the save at the end of your next turn, but it lasts for a minute.
Got it.
So this Terror 2 that reaches out for you, Konari, you can hear his heart beating faster, but this time for a different reason, though you can't quite tell why because you can't hear what's going on or see what's going on in this way. Nemo, you are currently dominated and will have to obey orders, simple orders, such as attack, flee, stand still.
Yeah.
Nothing complicated. The hold he has on your mind is not very thorough.
They can use my reaction as well.
This is not the dominate monster spell, so you will only be able to do orders within your main action. You can only commit an action for this purpose.
Oh, okay.
No, you're fine. It's just not a complete control of you. You know, you can kind of sense that there's something moving you against your will. It's not a complete takeover like dominate mind would be, or dominate person would be, where you are like for them all of a sudden and you only obey them in anything they want, right? So this is a little bit less complete. However, he does say, you hear a voice in your mind, "Stand still." And you are now frozen for the time being until your next turn. But it's a simple command, so you can follow it as you will. That's going to be its attack action, and as a bonus action, it will not use it. It does go ahead and make... No, it's going to stay where it's at. They all are going to stay at where they are. So that's going to be their turn. Now it is the Mothman's turn. We can hear you.
Nice. Okay. Quick question for casting the spells, the spell attack modifier, is that what you add to your d20 to hit?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is. Only if you're casting a spell, though. In this context, you have your moths.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what it ends up being.
Okay. Would I have any pluses to hit for the moths?
Yes, you will have your spell casting modifier to hit if anything comes about for that. If you're using your main weapon attacks and stuff, it'll be whatever's written next to those weapons.
Okay.
So, Mr. Daniel, go ahead and roll me a d6, and you guys see the Mothman pounds his lantern full of moths on the ground 2 times, and the little door on the lantern swings open, and a buzzing swarm of moths fly out and surround him in this large cloud of moths that are just waiting for his call.
So I rolled a 4.
Okay, so you have 4 moths who are quickly ready to move for you in this moment. What would go ahead and roll me 4 D100s, and I'll write them down.
Okay. $16.
16, okay.
81.
81,
76.
76, all right.
And 89.
89. All right. The first one that you have, you can look it up, and as you do so, I'll explain. You have the Herald of Sorrows that hovers at your shoulder. The Herald of Sorrows. You know it always ends badly for those who are alighted upon by the Herald of Sorrows. Something bad always comes for this person, and it's a tragedy they never foresaw. Where would you like to deal 4d6 of psychic damage?
I'll send that to the Amen guy.
The Amen guy? Okay. So you send the Herald of Sorrows, and as you hold out a hand pointing toward Amen, it buzzes in that direction. And as Amen is focused on Konari, it alights upon his shoulder, and you can see his eyes blinking in pain as there seems to be blood pooling at the bottom of his eyelids and starts to drip down his face. Roll me 4d6.
Get it, Dan.
Wow. 11.
11. He takes 11 points of damage. Amazing. And that's the first damage he takes. And he shakes his head as he's trying to put the burning in his soul, in his mind. And he shakes the moth off and sees it and looks at you, Mothman. What would you like to do with your number 81? Actually, let's go up. 76, your next moth. Okay, this one, you can tell this one is the lightning struck ship, and his ability is within his name. Who would you like to strike with lightning as your moth hovers at your shoulder, ready to be sent toward who you will?
I'll hit Amen again.
Okay. As you attack him once again, this time he does have a saving throw because it mentions a failure. So go ahead. He's going to roll a dexterity saving throw as this moth comes for him. And what is your casting DC? You have a casting modifier on your sheet, probably on the second sheet.
The spell save DC?
Yes.
16.
Spell save DC 16. Got it. And he makes not too well. It's not very good. So that's only a 13. So he fails. Go ahead and roll 3d10 lightning damage. And he drops something he's holding. as the lightning zaps.
What did he drop? What did he
You
drop?
see his body tense up and his hand spreads and the pendant falls from his hand and hits on the ground. It says on a fail they drop anything they hold. Amazing.
Get it, Dan!
He also drops his mace that is in his other hand currently.
It was 3d10, right?
3d10, yes sir.
22.
22, amazing. Okay, so 22 damage to this guy. That is amazing. 33 overall lightning damage to this man, and you can see this small like steam rising up off of his body, and he's shaking his head as he like swats at the moths that are surrounding him, and you know he is now afraid of you. You have two left. One is Snow. His name is Snow. Veil of Obscurity. You know that when you send him out, he will create snow. He will create a swirling snow blizzard almost within the area. It wouldn't damage anyone, but it will obscure the area. Would you wish to do so within a 20-foot area? It'll last for 1 round. It is up to you, though, if you use it.
Get some fog war up in here.
Mm-hmm. How far apart are these terrors on the left?
The terrors on the left to you, they're very close. One is right next to you, and 3 of them are about 10 feet away. You guys are pretty crowded in this small tent area.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to see if I could like place it around those like 2 or 3 terrors.
If you'd like, you can place it at the doorway, closer to the far side, away from you. And catch Amen in it. You can catch Nemo and the 2 terrors as well. Up to your preference.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. So as you start, I will change the color so that we see it as light blue. You create a 20-foot centered around them. So I'll go ahead and move this. And it does catch Konari, but it doesn't really matter because Konari can't see anyway.
True dat.
So this is now a heavily obscured area. Anyone making attacks here won't be able to see very well. Next is going to be the last moth that he can direct. And that is one you're familiar with, the stairway. He landed on Konari recently, and he seems ready to be called to her defense. Or at least to the approximation.
Aww.
You can choose a target, and they will have a dex saving throw, or the moth itself, as it lands, will pull them down to the ground. It'll drop them as though they fell down the stairway.
We do, because I can't throw that into any of that, right?
You could attempt, but the moth may get lost in between. So I'll have you roll for it as the snow is whirling around.
Okay. I'll just throw that to Terror 3.
Okay. So Terror 3, and it goes over, and Terror 3 is now is landed upon, and he's gonna roll, and he slams down into the ground. Once the moth lands on him, he slams down, pressed down into the ground. Roll me 2d10 bludgeoning damage as he's forced down as though he fell from a greater height than he did. He fell barely 6 feet.
11.
11. Amazing. Okay, 11. With that, he takes 11 damage, and he's okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then that's Terror 3. Okay, thank you. Okay. So with that is going to be the Mothman's turn. Mothman, would you like to move from where you are, get some distance, or stay as you are?
Well, the doorway is like blocked, right?
The doorway is blocked by the snow, but that's more heavily obscured than it is physically blocked. So people can still move through it. They just won't be able to see as they go.
Yeah, I'll move out of the tent,
Mm-hmm.
and then if I could move
If you do
up-
so, they might try to attack you. Is that okay with you?
Okay.
They will try to attack you as you move past them.
No, I'll just move into the edge of the snowstorm that's in the tent.
Okay. As you move within the snowstorm, you will probably strike up a attack of opportunity from the one guy standing next to you. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Cool. So he's going to try to attack you, and that's going to be +5. Okay, so a 17 to hit. Does that hit you?
Yes.
Okay, so he strikes out, and you see nothing in his hands as he strikes out at you, but you feel this cutting blade slicing against your mind itself. You see nothing, but Konari, you can actually feel this more than you can ever feel or sense physical attacks upon you. You sense this psionic, telepathic energy cut down into a blade form and slicing at people's psyches. That's going to be, let's see, roll for damage. Oh, I didn't roll very high. That's 8 points, 9 points of psychic damage to you, sir. Okay. And you move down. Next turn is going to be Konari.
Okay, so can I hit him through this thing, or can I not? Like, I can't stick it. He can hit me through it, but I can't hit him through it. Is that how this works?
You cannot move out of it. If there's someone that you can reach from within,
Okay.
well, actually, you are barricaded from the outside. So unless he's inside it fully, you can't make an attack.
But he can hit me through it?
He can move freely through it. He is presently moving his arm back and forth across the barrier when he was attacking you with his mace, and nothing was barred from it. You, by the way, would you like to try to test something, try to get past it, try to do something past it?
Probably, although, did the amulet fall within or without the barrier? Because he's kind of at the edge of it.
The amulet fell. Roll me a perception check.
Okay. To hear where it landed?
Yeah.
That's a 24.
24. You definitely know where it is, and it's probably hold on, I'm gonna roll to see if it's on the inside or on the outside, but I would say leaning on the outside, so I'm gonna double roll. Yeah, leaning on the outside.
Okay.
It landed because he was reaching in and then pulling back out because he knows you can't get across that barrier.
Okay.
They seem to be very careful with you. They consider you to be a pretty powerful individual, so for some reason they are aware of your abilities. That might be because the person in front of you has seen you fight before.
Okay. Sure, I will test some stuff to try to get out of here, I guess. I don't really know.
Okay. I would say roll me an investigation, and depending on how high you roll, it may or may not take your full action to do.
Oh,
so if you roll well, then it was very quick, you figured it out really quickly, and if you roll badly, it'll determine that it took you a longer, hotter minute to figure it out.
Right. Well, let's see. A 15?
A 15. Oh, yeah. So as you're moving about, you try a couple quick, movements, slower movements. If that works, faster movements. It hurts your elbow as you try to strike quick outside of the barrier. Both of them blocked. But as you try to move your staff, you feel your staff is not cut off as though by a wall. You can move your staff in and out of it.
Oh, that's what I was wondering. What if I could swing at him with it through it?
Yes, you may. but your physical body cannot reach outside of it.
Okay.
So I will say, I'm going to go ahead, and it's not a terrible obstruction because he's right there, but it is somewhat of an obstruction for your hand to be blocked as you hit the side of the barrier. So you're working a little bit awkwardly with your staff here, trying to hit outside of it while your hands are blocked. So go ahead and roll me, go ahead and roll your attack, but we'll just minus 1d4. So you roll a d4, and that'll be the effects of the barrier and how awkward it is for you to do this.
Okay, so let's see.
It may or may not have that bad of an effect for you.
Sorry, so what am I doing? Sorry, I'm rolling a d4 and subtracting that from my roll, basically?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
A 3. So
a 3. Nice.
Bad. That is an...
By the way, you actually do have advantage on the roll because you're in a heavily obscured area and he cannot see, but you have blind sight.
All right.
That's barrier. Very helpful, Mothman.
That is very helpful, Mothman. So that's 9 plus 14, 23 minus 3, 20 to hit.
Oh, 20 to hit. Let's see. He has... Oops. Oh, you barely hit him. So he moves, and your staff just clocks him on the side of his jaw. He didn't move far enough.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll your damage. He will take half.
Okay. And I'm also going to use a stunning strike to try to stun him.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 3 plus 6, 9 points of damage to him.
9 points. Amazing.
And yes, he needs to make Constitution saving throw.
Amazing. He has advantage, so he rolls again. Oh, what kind of saving throw is this actually?
Con.
It is con? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He does not have advantage. So you strike him, and though it only barely clips him on the side of his jaw, he freezes up.
Yes. Let's go. Okay, so can I use my staff to knock the amulet into the ring as my second attack? Instead of attacking him again, can I, instead of smacking him again, can I use my staff to knock the amulet into it? It's a stretch, so if not, that's okay. I'm just wondering.
Into the ring with you. Mm-hmm. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
I would say you can do that as your object interaction if you'd like. Did you have object interaction already?
I haven't used it yet.
Mm-hmm. I would say for the maneuver itself, yeah, sure. Why not? You can use your attack.
Okay.
And I think that would be easy enough. You have a 26 on where it had landed, and you can clip it, pull it back in because he's right there, and he dropped it close enough to you that you would be able to reach with it.
So then, am I able to pick it up? Or I forget. Okay, so she picks it up.
Amazing.
I don't know what to do with it, but I have it. And then bonus action dodge again because I'm gonna get attacked a lot. I feel like so.
Okay, bonus action dodge again. Next is going to be. Are you going to stay where you are? By the way, up to you. Doesn't matter.
Now that I have the amulet, I'm going to try walking through this thing again. I probably can't get out, but I'm going to try it anyway.
Okay. You move in that direction, boom, and you're still held back.
There's not really anywhere for me to go, and being heavily obscured is probably best, actually. So, yeah, she's just going to actually... Oh, this isn't... What am I doing? That's not the map. I'm on the screen. I'm actually just going to move a little further into the heavily obscured area. Not far, just, making sure she's actually in the... Yep, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so next is going to be Amin's turn, who is currently stunned. So he cannot do anything, which means next is going to be Nemo's turn.
Question. I know you said this isn't exactly like Dominate. Do we get advantage for the wisdom saves?
Advantage for the wisdom saves in what context?
Since we're in combat. Well, that's how a Dominate person works. It's this.
A dominate person? No, this is dominate mind. It's different. It's not the dominate person spell.
Okay. That is
It's a very low check. It's a very low wisdom save, so it's pretty easy to get out of. You just rolled very badly.
Yeah, I rolled a 6.
So you're
No,
still. Okay. So
Yeah.
roll a 6 at the end of your turn, and you're frozen here. Do you a 6 is not high enough, so you are still trapped within his control, and he will order you his next turn. Sorry, Nemo. Next is going to be their turn. To which the terror that has control over you, you feel this yanking on your psyche, and he pulls you and he goes, "Incapacitate her," and points at Konari. And it's a simple enough command that I believe you would be aware enough to do so. So you will be attacking her next turn before you end your save. Before you take your save again.
Got it.
So as best you're able as Nemo, how you would incapacitate someone, you will do to Konari.
Mhm.
Next is going to be so he doesn't even have to use an action to do this. He can do that as a bonus action to control you. So he's going to take his attack and he's going to go ahead and make an attack on Konari. Yeah. They're going to jump in and make some quick attacks on you. All 3 terrors are going to do so. All 4 actually. So with
On
that,
me?
not on you, Nemo, on Konari.
Konari, okay.
So, by the way, so Mothman did move down here, and he moved into the snow. So he moved out of away from this guy who got an attack of opportunity, and he moved over here. So, this terror is going to make his way around the circle, and it's definitely he's got a lot more movement than this small space needs. So he goes over to Konari and makes his attack from, we'll say from here. He will, how far does he have to be? Let me double check that. And he may not need to go inside. And okay, so he's going to make his Nightmare Pulse. And that's a recharged ability. So he's going to release this psychic shockwave of just pain and terror unleashed upon all of you. So everybody go ahead and give me another wisdom saving throw. That's the Mothman, Konari, and Nemazine.
Yep. 24.
Nice.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Pretty nice. And then Mothman?
Natural 1.
Oh no, not Mothman.
You do take how many? I'll roll for that. But you will be 8 plus. Oh, I rolled pretty badly though. So that's only 11 points of psychic damage. 11 points. And you are now frightened until the end of their next turn.
Okay.
So frightened means that all your attacks will have disadvantage. But that's probably not problematic for you. You also cannot move closer to him or away from him. Konari, you shake off the screams and the whispers and the horror. It is just mind games, and you are good at mind games. Next guy is going to make his attack. They're going to make 3 physical attacks upon you.
Do they have double disadvantage because I took dodge and I'm obscured?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, buddy.
Very well, very well. And you see them moving forward to make an attack on you with they feel, everyone sees that their hands are empty as they're rushing forward, but then they hear something in their minds. And they pause. And they switch. They reach for physical weapons at their sides as their object interaction, and then they move into Konari to make their attacks. So instead of psychic damage that they might do to normal attackees, normal victims, they decide to attack you with physical attacks.
Someone's controlling them.
Next is going to be sorry, let me make those attacks first. Okay, so with double disadvantage,
Wait, where
one
is?
misses.
sorry.
Go ahead.
No, finish your thing first.
Another definitely misses. And the last one definitely misses. I keep on rolling really high and really low. Really high and really low. Good for you, ma'am. Good for you. And what were you going to say?
When do Shy and Jin Yin get to take their or make
It's only the first round since they were alerted, so it will take them a few more rounds.
Sure.
I have the number counting down currently.
I'm more just wondering if Shy could, if Shy happens to try to get Karhalle, or you know what I mean, if he might be able to get other people involved, but that's okay.
I would also love that as well, but in that context, if he goes that direction, they'll just never get here.
I meant the earring, but he might be too far. I figured since he was further, he might be. Shy. Nathan, for Shy, would he try to contact Karhalle over the earring? He might not. Shy is funny.
So what? Konari said Mothman in trouble.
Yeah, I said she's in trouble.
Mothman's tent, basically south side of the maze, in trouble. Yeah.
I think he would.
Yeah. So basically, Shy just tapping the earring and saying, kind of repeating it back, okay, south side of the maze, got it, something like that. To which Karhalle,
what now?
You hanging out with a couple of still swooning friends, newly friends, I suppose, of yours for one of them, and then old good friend of the other. You do hear this with no context.
Right. Jess, you watch Zimmit. Zimmit, you watch Jaskier, and I'm going to go get both of you a drink, and I'll be right back.
Amazing. Miss Karhalle, how fast can you move in one turn?
Hella.
You can cover
as a depends. Let me see. I could wild shape to get there faster.
Do you wish to? This might be the time.
Well, it is a maze. That's the thing. Speed doesn't really help this.
I
right?
will wild shape into a warhorse, which gives me 60 feet of movement per round. So 120 total if I'm dashing.
Amazing. Speed in this context will help in the sense that, okay, to be fair, Jenyan, I doubt, is spending time going through the maze and just barreling through. And so he's ripping a path down the straightest path he can make, which is why you guys shaved off many rounds from your travel, Nemo, because you were Shy was showing him which direction to go. So Jenyan just barrels through them.
Yeah.
You're running through the hole that his body is making in the hedges. And for Karhalle, I would assume
it's going to be a while.
The south side. No, it's actually the grounds are not necessarily that big. The mountain is, but these grounds are not so big. It's only about 900 feet across. Not including, it's only about 900 feet across. In which case, you guys are not at the far end of it, and therefore you're only about 600 feet away from her. So it'll take about 5 rounds, give or take, to get to the general area she's on. So we'll round that up to 6 rounds, unless you have a way
so it's not happening, is what you're saying.
You are just very far away, unless you have a way to teleport yourself. And I will say, roll me a survival check as you're moving in that direction, and this will determine whether you can kind of figure out where things are at, seeing the birds that are hovering in the air and taking that as significant for your sake, and kind of sussing out where she might be.
Survival would be Dirty 20.
Okay, amazing. So I will say that does shave off a good bit. So you are going to be 1 round behind them, but you will come in upon the 4th round.
All right. Cool.
Amazing. And thank you for reminding me of Karhalle, though, because all the stuff comes together and then it's...
I'm just vibing, man.
As we continue then, what turn were we on? My little guys, right?
You just had them attack me. Yeah, they all just attacked me.
Okay, so all the 4 that are within the tent have attacked you, and now those outside of the tent have gotten closer.
Ah!
60 feet of movement, and they are going to make their way into the tent. So this one disappears, this one disappears, this one disappears, this is becoming a whole crowd. They are trying to overtake you by numbers. And this one, the last one is going to stay outside as just kind of a lookout sentry. These 3 move in and do have ample time to make their attack on you, Konari. They're going to go ahead and make a distance attack, long range, but it will be at disadvantage because they cannot see. But yeah, they're going to move out. This, I would say only about one of them has enough space to get out of the snow here, but he still can't see you. The other ones are kind of stuck where they're at. But go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw, everybody, once again. Go ahead and roll it.
So many wisdom saving.
I know.
Am I taking this at disadvantage?
The buzz seems to rise in your guys' minds.
Since I'm already dominated?
Nemo, I would say no. It'll just be a new roll. It is not a disadvantage.
Okay.
Sorry, buddy.
So how many are we rolling, Liz?
Everyone's rolling 3 separate ones.
Holy moly.
Yeah, as they all enter, and the
how
buzzing
many?
seems to rise in your
How
minds. 3 wisdom saving throws from 3 different terrors. As each one of them enters, you guys have a separate roll for each of them.
All right.
22, 15, and... Okay, I did a 20. Are you okay?
Yes, go ahead. You're fine.
22, a 15, and a 25. The 15 might fail.
15 and a 25. Okay. Okay. You pass all of them. You're good.
Oh.
Mr. Mo, what are yours?
21, 17, 13.
Amazing. You barely pass, but you pass all of them as well. This is not a very high roll. It's more of a low level, like, baseline check when they enter your space. Yes, Daniel? What is yours?
15, and 21.
Nice. Okay. So everyone passes all of them. You guys are all shaking it off very well. Well done, guys. Well done. That's going to be they're entering, and so now they're going to make their attacks on you guys. Okay, so upon Nemo, no one's going to attack him. They all recognize the signs. So they're going to make their attacks on Konari. That's going to be 4 attacks with disadvantage. So one was a natural 20, but instead he gets a 15, does not hit. This one does not hit. Does not hit. You're very lucky, ma'am. And disadvantage is an amazing thing. None of them hit as they come in, and you hear this buzzing frustration about you as you can feel all of their heartbeats rising. That's going to be their turn. Next is going to be okay, so all of them seem to blink out of existence for just a moment. and all of them move. They use their phase step bonus action to shift their space within the tent. So all of them just kind of shift their spaces around. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. 1, 2, and him, and him. They all just kind of disappear and then reappear elsewhere. We'll just shake that all up. Next is going to be the Mothman.
Yay. D6.
You said the D6. Yes, D6. Go ahead. I will say one of them is going to go ahead and drag Amen out of the space, away from the circle.
I think it was just for one round, right? So I think it's over now.
Yes, it is now over. And so her double disadvantage is no longer a thing.
Ooh, okay. I got a 3.
A 3. Wonderful. Okay, so 3 rolls. Go ahead and roll them, and I'll write them down and deliver the news.
38.
38. Got it.
36.
36. Got it.
Wow. Okay. 34.
34. Got it. Okay. All of them within reach of each other. That's funny. Okay, so the 34, Law's Edge, the headsman. So you are able to make okay, so you rush forward and you can see the headsman. You know that it beckons you. It beckons you to make an attack, and the damage will be even higher than it normally would. So go ahead and make a physical attack upon someone nearby.
I guess I'll do Terror 6.
Say it again.
Can I do Terror 6?
Okay, Terror 6, and then using your mace, correct?
Yes.
Amazing. Terror number 6 and your mace coming forward. Terror 6. Okay. Go ahead and make that attack. Roll to hit.
Roll to hit. Was 10. Roll to 10.
Roll to 10. Amazing. Well, actually not that amazing. Sorry, you miss. It swings past, and you miss the attack. The moth itself flutters away. But next moth, number 36, is the twin, shared fate. So you get to choose 2 creatures. The next time one takes damage, both take the same amount of damage.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't add my plus to that. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does hit. That does make a difference.
Sorry, I didn't look at that.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay.
You're totally fine. You're totally fine. Oh, actually, you know what? It still misses. It's actually just misses.
She's just yanking you all around.
I'm sorry, Dan. I'm sorry. Yes, so it does miss. Same thing still happens. However, go ahead and choose 2 creatures that you would like to be linked damage-wise.
I'll do Amen and Terror 8.
Amen and Terror 8. Got it. Okay, so Amen and Terror 8 are linked now. I will go ahead and just mark that on my book. Amen. Okay. And last one. It only happens one time, by the way. It'll just be the next time it takes damage. The next one is going to be 38, and that is Birth, Sudden Bloom. You summon... So this moth will land, and it'll turn into a glowing larva of itself. It'll almost like regress in time. And with doing so, it'll have the ability to heal an ally you have for HP, 46 HP.
Can I not heal myself?
You can.
I'll probably do
You
that.
get to land on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Sure thing.
I think I took the
You are
most.
definitely able to do that. Roll me 4d6 to heal yourself, and that will end your turn. Would you like to move though as you do so? Or would you like to stay where you are?
I'll probably move up left.
Up to the left. Got it. So we'll go ahead and move you away. If you do so, this terror will get an attack of opportunity on you. Is that okay?
Okay, I'll probably just stay there then.
Okay, it's up to you. They don't have a terribly high ability to attack, so it's okay if not. Okay, so next is going to be at the top of the turn to Konari. What did you? Okay, so that's Moth. So back to Konari's turn. Konari, it is now your turn.
Perfect. Konari. Okay, so I have the amulet.
Yes, you do.
Do I know what to do with this?
Roll me a history check with disadvantage over the amulet because you can't see, and
Fair enough.
You were involved in knowing what it was about.
That's a 6.
Does
Okay.
Nemesis
You
know?
have no idea what this is. You just know he was holding it, and you decided to grab it.
Does
Okay.
Nemesis know? Because he was there, right?
Nemezine will probably know. No, Nemezine was dead at this point.
Are you sure?
This was at the Aljaver estate.
Yeah.
No.
Emo was dead. Well, that's fine.
Is currently. Unless you would like to dig into his mind to find out, he knows what this does.
I'm going to I'm gonna object interaction.
Okay.
Throw that smoke bomb down now, so that way I can keep myself from hopefully getting hit. I don't really know.
Okay, so you throw the smoke bomb down to also disrupt the vision around you right now, and you stand within the smoke. It is now smoky about you, and I'll go ahead and add that in as well. We'll make it a little gray for you. And does it say how many feet it spreads?
I only just have smoke bombs in my inventory. I don't know. I just bought some. So
Okay, yeah, no problem. I'm going to go ahead and just say it's about 5 feet because it's not a very big smoke bomb.
Or smoke grenades, I guess, but still, yeah.
Yeah. How about 10 feet? 10 feet sounds about right.
Sure. Yeah.
I would say,
That's
yeah.
fine.
I'm pretty sure that's what I was using. So it'll fill up your whole space, actually, if you want it to.
Cool. That's
Just
great.
about.
Then I'm
So?
going to. Sorry. I'm going to. Man, I'm burning through my key points. I'm going to use 2 key points. Or no, not 2 key points. What is it? Hold on. I can read my stuff.
2 key points to do what?
No, I don't think I wrote this down right. I have to look it up. It's in our text. I'm trying to read his thoughts.
Oh, whose? Almonds?
Almonds.
Yes. So it'll take 2 key points to take
Oh,
thoughts.
yes, it is. Take thoughts. Here it is. I found it. Perfect. Okay, so
No
I'm going
worries.
to I'm going to try to. So it is a bonus action to cast that. Crazy enough.
Nice.
Okay, so I can read the surface thoughts of Amen first off,
Mhm.
and then I am going to bonus action. I'm just going to. Oh no, I already made bonus action to cast it. Just kidding. Okay, so what are his surface thoughts?
Okay, so baseline 2, and you reach into his mind, your fingers deep, like grasp onto his, and you can hear the telepathic thoughts. You can actually, with that, you tap into a whole network of different thoughts flying back and forth, all of them asking questions, and she seems to know how to take care of herself. And one of them, wasn't this one left out to rot in the desert? And someone else, what is our next move, leader? And you hear his mind is eerily silent. He is not responding, but you can tell just by tapping in, they are all connected by this telepathic network. You can hear their now you can hear their voices as they're acting and what they are saying to each other. As long as it's
interesting. Okay. She's okay. So I have that, and then I'm going to not bonus action. Action. I'm going to just smack Terror 2 because that's who I can hit. So I'm gonna take 2 attacks against him.
2 attacks. Amazing.
And I should have advantage because
against whom?
Terror 2.
Oh, Terror 2. Got it. Thank you.
Because I'm actually Terror 8 is in front of me. I'll do Terror 8. And then 2. Do I have advantage because I'm obscured and he's not?
I would say not necessarily because he can see your like he's stepping out. He's outside of the smoke itself.
Sure.
So he'll see your staff come at him before it gets.
That's okay. 17.
Go ahead and roll straight. But if you did attack Terror 2, that would be at advantage. Yeah.
I'll do 1 to each probably. So I'll do Terror 8. So 17 plus 9 is 24? No, that's not how
4. I think that's enough to hit no matter what. Go ahead and roll for that.
Oh, dang it. I dropped it. Hold on. D8. 1 plus 6. So that's 7 points of damage to him.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
Nice. And that's
been
given automatically to Amen. 7 points of damage hits Amen.
crap? Do I recognize it damages him? Because if not,
roll me a perception check.
Okay. If not, I'm attacking the other guy, like I said. But if I realize it hurt him, then 12 plus 8, dirty 20.
Sorry, what kind of damage is this?
Psychic.
Okay, got it. You get what was your roll again?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, you get the idea that you hear him, like his breath, like just a quick intake, and like his heartbeat kind of speeds up a little bit, just a skip in confusion.
Okay.
As this happens.
Sure. I'll roll at number 8 again. Ooh, that's not gonna hit. That's an 11.
Okay. An 11 does not hit.
Okay. And I'm within
as you whack him in the side of the head, and then when you whack again, he was waiting for it, and he stepped just out of reach to where your hand like locks on the edge of the thing. By the way, go ahead and keep in mind rolling a d4 to minus as you're attacking someone outside of the outside. Of
I'll roll the d4 for the first attack. Minus 3, so it would have been a 24 to hit. Minus 3.
Still definitely.
Great. Yeah. Then that
if it's above a 20, don't bother rolling because their thing isn't that high so much. But 20 and above, you don't have to bother rolling.
Okay.
But is that the end of your turn, ma'am?
Yeah, she's just gonna look at or kind of like speak to Amen and say, seriously, man, I thought you were cool. What do you want from me? And that's her turn.
He does respond in the mental link. Though you are aware, you saying this, all of them shush.
I was saying it out loud, to be fair.
You said it out loud? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you say this out loud. Okay. He does respond, and he responds aloud, and his voice is like creaky with disuse. He just goes, I would not expect anything less. And that continues his turn. Next is going to be his turn.
But his brain is still silent as I said that?
You hear all of them whispering different things like, so what is our next move? And he goes, just wait. He's coming.
Oh,
all of them were saying different things like, just what's our next move? What's our next move? What's our next move? And that's his response, and they all shush. And then it's his turn. Okay. Ahmed shakes himself off and dusts off his arms. He seems very sedate, And he doesn't seem to be that frustrated, seemingly, from what Nemo can tell looking at him. Nemo, you are on deck, and your last order was to incapacitate Konari. But Amen goes ahead and extends his hands, and he starts to create these small psychic energy, physical, not physical, metaphysical creatures as they start to swirl about him. And this purplish mental energy that's created them, slicing around him like little daggers, as he casts spiritual guardians on himself, and they are attacking anything in his space that he does not choose to be attacked. So it will attack Nemo, it will attack Konari and the Mothman, but no one else on his side here. And as he extends it from himself, go ahead and roll me. Let's see. Okay, so he steps close enough that Miss Konari, you are hindered. It doesn't really matter so much, but you can only move about half your normal speed, which is normal speed for most people. Nemo, your speed is halved as well, as you're within this range with him. Okay, so since they have, so everybody go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw. Again, wisdom saving throw. Everything's in theme. That's everyone but Mothman, actually.
Never mind.
You're safe, Mothman.
I got a... Oh, Nathan just texted me 12, so I'm guessing that means he rolled a 12? Question mark? I got a 19.
Okay. Let's see. A 12 for him and a 19?
Yes.
Got it. Okay, so a 12 for him fails. 19 for you barely passes. And for Nemo, go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and roll the damage, but you guys do take the damage nonetheless. By the way, Nemo, oh no, he wouldn't have been able to anyway. Never mind.
Does taking damage from an ally give him an advantage or let him re-roll the mind control thing?
It does not.
Bummer.
Unfortunately. Ooh. Okay, that's going to be 19 points of damage to you, Nemo. And it's going to be halved, rounded down, Konari, so 9 points of necrotic for you, Konari.
Okay. 19?
19, yes.
That's right.
And that's his main action. And as his bonus action, he cocks his head in your direction, Konari, and he also takes thoughts. So he goes and reaches into your mind, Konari, and as he reaches, he will be digging in deeper. And
can he do it on the same turn unless he's a different one than me? Because it was a bonus action to cast it and a bonus action to dig deeper, so I couldn't dig deeper into his thoughts.
Oh, that's a good point. It's the same ability. So
Okay.
he would have to wait. So he gets your surface thoughts, and he can now hear your general thought process.
Oh boy!
What are your surface thoughts that he can hear as you guys are both tethered into each other's minds?
Konari's mostly probably thinking, what does he want? What are they trying to do? Why are they here? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what? Like, that's really what's running through her brain right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then just to clarify between the two of you. Okay, never mind. We'll think about that later. Next is going to be that's his turn. Next is Nemo. Nemo, what are you gonna do to incapacitate Konari?
I am going ahead and I will pull a lodestone, a deep emerald green, out of my bag, and it'll begin to like disintegrate in my hand. I will cast disintegrate on Konari. That's a dex save.
Oh my gosh. Konari, roll me a dex saving throw. And you guys can see Konari, you're tapped into the network. You can hear, okay, here he goes. Do it. In their minds. As Nemo, you feel magical energy mounting nearby, and surprisingly, Nemo directing a spell in your direction. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay, so I'm making a dex saving throw?
Yes,
Dex
ma'am.
Okay. I am. That's a 25. I'm pretty good dex.
Okay,
Save.
yeah, you're all good.
Okay. Amazing. Does anything happen on a fail?
Nope.
Dang.
Okay. So you see this you feel this burst of energy shoot out towards you, and you move. And it soars past you and slams into the wall behind you. And you can smell the scent of melting fabrics and burning behind you from the furs that are laying all over the back of the tent here where the Mothman sleeps. You barely dodged that.
You destroyed my bed?
Yes, I didn't destroy your bed. It was Nemo.
And Mr. Nemo, go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw to see if you can shake the domination.
Yeah, I got a 3.
Oh my
so-
gosh, Nathan.
Dang. Okay, next is going to be
Yeah.
Mothman. You are on deck, but our creatures are next, and they're going to reach out now that they have regained the ability. 4 of them are going to reach for Konari. And Konari, roll me 4 wisdom saving throws. And then the other 3 are going to make physical attacks on you as they all kind of converge on your space.
Magical guidance only applies to checks, right?
Yes, only on checks.
Yeah.
Okay, I rolled a 23, a 21, and a 25.
A 23, a 21, and a 25. All of them passed. Okay, what's the last one, though? There's 4.
Oh, 4. I think you said 3 for some reason. 24.
You are a lucky woman.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
No, it's because it's wisdom. It's literally.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, and the rest are going to make their physical attacks upon you.
Nathan, I need you to freaking get out of this, please, because I can't do anything.
Yep, I knew.
You don't have any inspiration?
I have 1 inspiration, but it's just a D6, right? Or D4?
One of them reaches in for you, Konari,
Isn't
and
inspiration just like another?
jumps at you. One jumps at you, and you move to dodge him, but you realize last second that he was feinting an attack to distract you to help someone else have advantage on the roll, and therefore a straight roll as you are in the obscured zone. And with that, he will roll a natural 20. It's not that crazy because he's not that powerful, but it is a natural 20.
Oh, gosh.
His attack there, and then the other guy is also going to roll with advantage because of the help given. That's 7, 9. I rolled very low though. 12 points. Plus that's 15 points of slashing damage to you. 15 points of slashing. And another attack is made, and this time does not hit. So as you are reeling from that one, you back up and you dodge the next one that swings at your head. And I do have one more attack. There's one more guy in there. So he's going to make his attack as well. And that's going to be only an 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
Amazing. Then that's going to be his turn. Their turn. And the bonus action for the one that has control of Nemo is... the one that has control of Nemo is going to be do it again. That's his turn. Next is going to be Mothman. Go ahead and roll your d6. Mothman.
Ooh, 6.
Mothman. Oh, 6. Oh my goodness. Okay, a lot of abilities here. Go ahead and roll me your numbers. And next on deck, we have Konari. Consider what you would like to do. Actually, let's roll these numbers. Let's go ahead and take a break before we come back into these numbers. Let's go ahead and take a break now. Daniel, if you can roll your numbers, though, and then we can...
Aren't we ending in 30 minutes?
I guess you're right. So maybe quick break. Quick break, and then we'll come back for another 30 minutes. Up to you guys. Do you guys want to...
I don't need a break.
I'm okay, but if Nathan or Dan...
Yeah, I'm good.
Liz, do you need a break?
No, I should be fine. Go ahead, Daniel. I just remembered that it's 2, and I was like, oh, let's do it. Dan?
The numbers.
Yes.
14.
Okay.
66.
66, got it.
16.
16, got it.
Oh, 38 again.
Mm-hmm.
51.
51, got it.
And 83. I think that's 6.
And 83, amazing. That is 6. Okay, the first one. We'll go with the one that you're familiar with, actually, the 38. You can heal someone for 46 again if you wish.
I'll do Konari. We'll heal Konari.
Okay.
Aw, thanks, bud.
Amazing. Go ahead and roll those 46. And your next ability to consider as you do so is the Frost Queen. And this moth, as she flutters so beautifully, you know that whoever you send it after will be held back, will fall from grace. And the target will lose all bonuses from spells and magic items until the end of the next turn. You don't know how well that comes into effect per person, but...
Wait, so bonuses, you mean like added like plus modifiers?
Yes. So if they have any abilities that are giving them an oomph, then you can take that oomph away.
So would that do anything for the one that has like dominate on Nemo?
I would say you're not aware that he has dominate on Nemo, so you wouldn't be able to say either way.
I will probably do that on Amen.
Okay. So any abilities that he's getting a bump from will not come into play this turn. Okay, next ability for you, sir, is the... I pulled it down. Next ability, 66. Okay, the next one is the axe. So when you make an attack, go ahead and make a physical attack on another creature. And this time it will make 4d8 slashing as your mace seems to transform itself into a giant cleaver. And if the creature is guilty of a crime, which I would say all of them truly are, it will do max damage if you hit.
Okay, I'll probably just do that on Terror 3.
Okay, Terror 3 then. As you make this attack, go ahead and roll it.
Oh my gosh, I am rolling terribly tonight, guys. That's a 9 to hit.
A 9. Oh no. So it slides past as he moves. He seems to sense where you're moving before you do it. Almost as though he's reading your mind. Next ability is the Herald of Sorrows again. This one is 4d6 psychic damage. and whoever it flies to touch. Who do you choose? And this time, since they're aware of these moths, they're going to try to dodge away from them. So go ahead and give me a roll for the moth, and that'll just, we'll say that's up to your wisdom save, up to your wisdom check. It'll be your casting modifier.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll me 1d20 and then add your wisdom modifier.
Okay. 18.
18. Definitely. Oh, let me double check that actually. Does that hit him? You're doing it to Amen, right?
Are Terror 8 and
Oh.
Amen still?
Oh. Terror 8 is yes, but you were actually attacking Terror 3. I now remember that. So Terror 3 does definitely get hit, and you can go ahead and roll that damage.
And it was what was the
40. Sorry. Let me double check. It was 4d6 psychic.
damage?
14. Okay, so you can tell that they don't seem to be that badly affected by the psychic damage. This one seems to look at you and roll its head back in Konari's direction. Next ability that you can use is number 83. That's going to be, a new one. Reaping Stroke, the sun at zenith. So go ahead and, so this moth, as it flies, it will create a beautiful ray of sunlight targeting whoever you send it after. And then go ahead and roll me another wisdom check.
Natural 1.
Oh no. So this moth, as it's flying forward, one of the are you sending it after? Who would you send it after?
Probably Amen.
Okay. As it moves to leave your vicinity, one of the psychic creatures next to you, one of the night terrors, swoops a hand and knocks it out of its flight, and it seems to get thrown and then fall upon the ground. Your moth is injured, unfortunately. So if you roll him again, you will not be able to use him.
Okay.
Next is going to be number 51. Did we already do that one? We might have already done that one. I don't think we did. 51. This is the last one. Okay. This is going to be making an attack. Who would you like to attack? Terror 3 again?
Is it a physical attack?
This is a physical attack. So you'll be using your mace. And if you hit very hard, the bull flying next to you will land and give you more brute force.
Oh yeah, I'll probably do Terror 3.
Okay, go ahead and make that attack.
22.
22, amazing. 22 definitely hits, and then that damage will be, go ahead and roll me the damage for your mace, and then I'll add on 2d10s.
Uh, 7.
7? Okay, so then that's going to be 13 damage in total to this guy, and he seems to take the brunt of it. He like reels from it this time, and he does not like that.
Okay.
Amazing, amazing. That's going to be your turn, and next is going to be Konari. Konari, top of the turn.
Okay.
Woo! Really quick, Dan, how much did you heal me for?
And at this point, you guys
Did I
hear
roll that? Sorry.
blunder through the maze and rushing as pounding feet come towards you guys. I'm gonna roll for Jen Yen.
All right. I
With
can
an-
go for Dan if you want, but what'd you say, Liz?
I just
He gets a
rolled.
natural 20 as a side note.
It was 13.
13. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I have to pick up Madison, so I will drop back in on my phone.
Okay, it's up to you if you're able to do so. Don't worry, I can also roll for the Mothman's abilities, and you can tell me who you want to attack with it, maybe.
Okay. I can pre-roll once for next turn.
Sure, that would
It's
be
only
perfect.
way, so I should be back by that.
And then would you text me the numbers as well?
Yes, we'll do.
Thank you. Okay, perfect.
All right. So I'm going to
Miss so Miss Konari, go ahead and roll me at the top of your turn wisdom saving throw.
okay.
Actually, technically it's 5 wisdom saving throws. You're within the vicinity of 5 of them. So okay. First one. What's this first one?
Wait, what? They get to do it on my turn too?
It's technically at the start of your turn, and I just read this, so we're gonna engage it now, carrying forward. But at the start of your turn, you make this roll for one of their baseline abilities, one of their constant abilities.
Oh gosh.
So
okay.
the buzzing in your mind, it's still there, basically.
Okay.
But sorry, go ahead. What is your first wisdom saving throw?
24.
Okay, good. You pass, and then go ahead and make me 5 more.
5 more?
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
25. Oof. That's a 10.
10. Got it.
This is number 4. That's a 24.
Okay.
One more, I think.
No, 2 more.
2 more. Ooh. That's 16
16. Okay.
and 21.
21. Okay. So this aura of dread, you feel it starting, like there's so many of them, and the buzz itself heightens, and only one of them actually gets to you. One of their whispers, the whisper that says, "He's coming." And you feel this dread sink into your bones. You do take, let's see. You take 7 points of psychic damage, which is halved because that's your ability.
Okay.
And you do have disadvantage on your next attack roll as the dread sinks in.
Okay.
That's going to be, and then aside from that, you do take the damage halved from his spirit guardians. That's going to be 8 points of necrotic damage to you.
Okay. All right. This is fine. This is fine.
Okay. And next is going to be what are you doing?
Good
You hear
question.
pounding through the trees, and he seems impending. Actually, not impending. He's beating your thing, so he comes in right before. So as you're about to move, you hear the sound of movement and a tussle outside of the tent, and then bursting in, someone who knocks aside both Nemo and the terrors as he shoves them aside and barrels in towards you. Jen Yin at full size, bursting into the room.
Ooh, okay.
And let's see, that's one more round until Karhalle comes in, by the way. And Shy, you're rolling in about 9 now as well. I will say, I don't know if we want to roll Shy into the whole mix. Yeah, that's fine, Nathan. If you're okay running both, go ahead and roll me both.
I mean,
of your
Nemo's not exactly here, so it's not like I'm running too.
That's true, actually. That's a fair point. Okay, so go ahead and roll me Shy's initiative, and Karhalle, roll me Karhalle's initiative to see where you guys come in for next round. Well, Shy's here now, but...
$15 for me.
15. Amazing. Okay, so as he bursts in, and he's going to make a series of attacks. He's not sure what's going on, though, so he's just attacking willy-nilly, and those are the ones that are closest to him from the door. So he's going to go for Terror 6 and Terror 7 as he rushes in. That's going to be one definitely hits, and one of them is... one of them definitely doesn't, but one definitely hits, and he's going to make his 4 attacks. Definitely 2 hits and 1 to each. So that's going to be some damage for those fellas. That's 10. Okay, so one of them takes 10 damage and the other one takes 11 damage. 10 and 11 to both 6 and 7. Okay, amazing.
Get him, Daniel. Get
You see these flying chains that he has wrapped around his hands that he's repurposed to his own use, with blades at the end of them as he throws them out and slices at these guys and yanks back. And both of them are tied up, and he yanks them away from Nemo and closer to himself. So he pulls all of them, and this kind of shakes up our little space here, and he gets tugged in. I'm going to add in this guy. And then, Karhalle, what did you get for your initiative?
15.
15. Amazing. Okay, 15 for Karhalle.
Shy got a 14.
14 for Shy as he runs in. So you guys are walking into this clearing where it seems like a bunch of people are shushed and quiet and rushing away, or one individual that has this night terror mask right at the front of this tent as you guys are moving through. He just got pushed over to the side and he's stumbling from Jenyen, just barreling past him. And he made just a willy-nilly attack on Jenyen, but missed. And as you guys are rushing forward, he looks up at you guys, and you guys start hearing this whining, painful noise in the backs of your guys' minds as you guys are getting closer. That'll come into play once you guys are in the mix. But Shy, roll me a wisdom saving throw, and I'm going to have Jenyen do the same.
Do I also need to roll one? Or I've got one more round, don't I?
Yeah, you have one more round for now. Shy will roll and Jenyen rolls, and Jenyen failed. He feels the dread settling into himself. So he's going to take 1d10 of damage, psychic damage here. Where's my d10? Okay. I rolled the highest for him. I always roll low for my bad guys, but this time not. Okay. Okay. And Shy, what did you roll for your wisdom saving throw?
15.
15. Okay. So you pass, you're fine. And Shy barreling in as well. Shy, do you go directly into the tent? What would you like to do? You see Jenyen burst into the tent ahead of you.
Oh, it's Shy's turn?
Sorry, that's a good point, actually. No, it is not. Jenyen makes his attacks and he barrels forward. Let me go ahead and pull him out. He's right here. He barrels forward toward Konari. And he's a big guy, so he gets all past Konari and steps beside her. He goes past the barrier and it just naturally flows past it. Konari, it's very annoying for you to see people moving through it as though it's not there. To feel them moving through it. Next is going to be, that's his turn, but next is going to be Konari. And he's breathing rough ahead of you. You can tell he's been sprinting this whole time. And as he huffs down at you, he goes, "You all right?"
Now that you're here. And yeah, I'll take a swing. So what?
Oh, go ahead.
She is gonna say, kind of whisper to Jenyen, because Nemo's been attacking her, so she's not gonna whisper to him, but she's gonna whisper to Jenyen and be like, There's someone else coming, someone bigger. Protect yourself too. And I'm just gonna attack Terror 8 in front of me again.
Okay, attacking a Terror 8 again. Let's go. Okay, so he's close enough for you to attack, and you reach forward. Go ahead and roll to hit. And you warn everyone else. Nemo still seems to be fighting some sort of...
I only warn Jenyen because Nemo's been attacking her. She's like, I don't know if I want Nemo. She's a little...
Oh, well, you are now aware that he's under their control, by the way.
Sure. So, like, my point is she only warned Jenyen because Nemo's not really allied right now to her in her brain.
Got it.
Even though he is. But I rolled a 20, and she's gonna start Oh no, I can't hit him with my fist. Can I? He's in the next space next to me. Can I hit him? No, my fist can't go through. Okay.
Your fist can't go through, unfortunately.
Okay, so I'm going to. It's a 24 to hit.
24 does hit. Definitely. Go ahead and roll that damage for your staff.
Okay, then that is
You are noticing he's not taking that much damage. He's kind of like you in that you're like, you guys are hitting each other real hard for most people, but for each other, it's not doing all that much.
Yeah. So that's 12 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Is Amen still taking it as well?
He is not.
Dang it. Okay. Because I was wondering, since he was taking damage, you probably should have rolled some concentration checks on his guardians.
That only started up after you made that initial attack.
Dang it. Okay. I was like...
So it only lasted one turn. You now realize as you hit him again, it only lasted one turn.
Okay. Well...
the one hit, actually. Not even the second.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just hit him. I'll hit this terror again.
Okay.
So that is 10 plus 9, 19 to hit, minus a d4. What am I minusing a d4 for again?
That is just a minus d4 from attacking outside of the cube, and just the awkwardness. Sorry, not the cube, but the sphere or cylinder.
Yeah.
The awkwardness of it is just you kind of jumbling with your hands and trying to hit without, like, you can't use it naturally.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that's -1, so an 18 to hit.
Got it. It definitely still hits, and you can do that damage.
That is 8 more points of psychic damage.
Okay. He's looking okay. Every time you hit him, it seems to be hitting the psychic senses of himself, but it doesn't seem to be doing the damage that you should be doing. And you know,
I just don't know what else to do.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I'm going to bonus action dodge.
Okay.
So
good so far. So good on you.
And do I get any other surface thoughts? Any other, important?
Yes. At this point, you hear. At this point, with the surface thoughts, you do hear. The barriers come down, and they were successful. Yes, at least. And you hear another voice. You have her. And all of them shush to the sound of his thoughts. And he goes, I bring a new friend. Let us see how he does. And with that, you feel the shift of the air as the wind moves around you. And Karhalle, go ahead and roll me a d20 and just let me know what this d20 is.
Do I recognize the voice that was speaking?
I would say you do. Yes. And you recognize the sound of Konotash Kwe as you know him to be. Your father.
Okay, you know what? I didn't expect all this, Aaron, okay?
What did you roll, Aaron?
A 14.
A 14, okay.
Hey, if the barriers are down, Raiden might know.
Actually, roll it again and take the higher one.
Raiden might be aware that the barriers are coming down and realize something's up.
Natural 20.
Oh, no. Aaron, no. Aaron, no.
Wait, no, is a 20 bad?
You rolled for him, probably. Probably his initiative or something.
Okay.
No, why would I roll his initiative? That would be ridiculous.
At this top of the round here, next we have the voice that we just heard and his move. He steps out of this tear, this rended seam that he ripped open as he steps through into this clearing. Shai is probably the only one who's seeing this, and Karhalle at a distance as she's riding, as her horse self is riding through the hedges and forcing her way through the hedges to the center point where she can see this all happening. And as Karhalle's probably just bursting through, forcing her way through the last hedge here, she will see this. But Konotash rips a seam in time and space, and you guys can see this slash into the air and yawning darkness on the other side as it spreads open, and you see two hands reaching, pulling, and tugging it apart. And Konotash's arm slips through and past, and he steps out and steps to the side and turns to look behind him as a larger pair of giant hands reach, tugging the tear open wider and wider as this dark-skinned with these swirls and tattoos that are both familiar and unfamiliar to Shy Sprout, but far more familiar to Karhalle. Karhalle, roll me a perception check with advantage.
Ooh, that's great for Karhalle.
Correction, by the way, this roll is not perception. It's history, but with advantage. It's not even a high check for you.
Okay. 16.
A 16. As these hands latch onto the sides and pull them forward, and this large, bulky arm pulls through this rift, you recognize the tattoos as he's pulling himself out. And he's still in the process. He's not fully out. You just know those tattoos. You just know those markings, those engraved designs upon his skin, birthmarks, so well. You recognize Trigg's arm as he's pulling out of the rift. And the darkness yawning behind him is darkening his arm itself. It seems to crawl up his arm, even as his arm comes out of this darkness. Konotash raises a hand. I think I need you. Come. And this creature continues to pull himself out. Next is going to be Konari's turn. Konari already went. This is Konotash. He's pulling himself out. Konotash turns and casts a spell upon himself. And he rises into the air. Okay. Next is going to be Amen's turn. Amen is now holding his arms out, and he looks off into the distance where Konotash has now just appeared. And he goes, in the mind link, Konari, so you hear this. Quay's here. I am no longer your leader. And the rest seem to acknowledge this without vocalizing in their minds. And he kind of backs away almost. Less physically backing away, and he seems to become more diminutive. And he kind of bows his head a little bit as Konotash Quay is making his way into the tent. Konotash actually does not make his way into the tent. Instead, you guys feel this air starting to move the tent flaps, and you get the idea that there's this gust of wind that's just waiting to push the entire tent over and uncover the entirety of the inside. But before that happens, Amen turns to you, Konari, and you feel a cutting off of the other telepathic links. Everything that's connected right now, all of the telepathic minds connected at once. He seems to break away from it for a moment, and he speaks to you and you alone, and he says, you should go. Please. You've done well, but... And he cuts himself off, and he looks back in the direction of Konotash. And he ends there, but he's going to go ahead and...
He said, you've done well, but... And then cut himself off.
He rushes forward to you, and he grabs at the pendant. That's going to be his action. So he rushes towards you and grabs at it, physically crossing the barrier a little bit. Gets into your space enough for this. So go ahead and roll me a contested acrobatics to his athletics check. As he grapples with you for the pendant, and he reaches for it.
Okay. But he said, you've done well, but, and then cut himself off. That's what he said?
Yeah. You've done well, but, and he looks in the direction of Konotash.
And he wants me to go with them? I don't understand. That's not what I'm trying to do.
You can take it as you will.
Okay. That's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Amazing. So as he reaches for it, you can feel that his arm moves almost slowly, and you shift your hand out of his, and it's almost as though he's not even trying that hard to reach for it. But he's doing it anyway. He backs off. And Nemo, it is now your turn. And you have orders.
Oh,
What do you
Nemesis?
do? Nemesis.
Oh, I was confused. Yeah, I will just go ahead and cast. I will go ahead and cast Hold Monster.
On.
So,
Are you looking outside of the flap and gonna do this right at the rift?
well, it's a Konari.
Oh, it's not gonna work on her. It's a monster spell.
Hold monster doesn't work on non-monsters.
It's a creature.
That's why there's hold person.
It would have to be hold
Creature,
person.
right?
I believe it's for monsters. Hold on, I'll double check.
I know for sure you. Now I'm questioning myself.
I know, right? Me too. Choose a creature. Okay, it does say just creature, so I guess that could be anyone. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why you'd use a 5th level spell for a person.
As long as it's.
Well, he's
Okay.
trying his hardest currently, so
I
that
guess.
is the domination
Well,
itself.
I don't have. Well, it's things that Konari can pass pretty easily. Spells that
Mhm.
are easily.
Well, like, do you have hold person?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that would make a difference.
Nice. Okay, Konari, roll me the wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw?
Yes, sir.
21.
And she passes.
Ugh.
Good job, Nemo. Next.
Nemo,
it's going to
pass
be
your save. Pass your
your
save.
turn.
I roll my
But
wisdom.
we'll go ahead and start at the top of the turn with the knights.
That's a 14 for wisdom save.
A wisdom saving throw.
Use your initiative.
passes.
Oh,
So
thank
at the
goodness.
end, we'll end here with Nemo as he reaches forward and he casts his spell, and Konari, you feel this magical like sledgehammer coming at your mind, but you shove it off. You have a very well barricaded mind. Ty has taught you well. As it slides off, what do you say to Nemo that kind of shakes him out of this grasp upon his mind?
Okay. I think you want. Are you trying to kill me, or do you want me to live long enough for you to be mad at us?
And you hear that echoing in your mind, Numbazine, as you finally pull away from the control set upon you. And you are now your own person.
Finally.
Oh my gosh, guys! Oh my
Finally.
gosh!
Okay, that's going to be his turn. Next is going to be the knights, and we'll begin there next
The
time.
Mothman, right? Or Shy, or somebody? Oh, I see the knights. I see. Never mind. That's right, because their turns split up now at the beginning and in the middle. Ugh. Okay.
Amazing.
Dude, I went through all my different abilities. There was nothing that. First, I was like, oh, I'm telekinetic. I have that feat. I could move her out of the circle. And then I was like, oh, her physical body can't move out. And I was like, oh, I have all these other spells that could boost my stats, but I can't use them because blah blah blah.
Oh
I was gonna twin haste Konari and Mothman, but I can't do that yet.
Well, now you can, and we've got reinforcements. Oh my gosh, I'm so stressed.
Okay, and then with that, we'll go ahead and end it here. But great job, guys.
Good job.
Lucky.
You're a
Lucky.
monster.